Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I'm excited to share with you guys refreshing my built-ins now that the fall season is officially here. I have my little helper right here who kind of sounds like a pterodactyl sometimes, so I'm sure you will get a little treat of that at some point, but I just need to add some pumpkins into the mix. If you missed my early fall built-in styling video, I will have that linked down below. I tried to tweak it a little bit. I'm still including a lot of the foundational elements that I did that version as well as in this one, but I'm excited to share with you guys these for reference. I have 9-foot ceilings in my home. I am 5'6" and I am not wearing shoes right now. So you can see the scale of these is quite large. So yeah, so I do have to use bigger items so that they don't feel lost in the mix of everything. But I'm excited to share with you guys and let's get right into styling. So I'm bringing back this candelabra that was from Pottery Barn. I got it over the summer. It is so pretty. It's sold out so fast, so that's why I'm not able to link it, unfortunately. But this is just such a great, even though it's like a floral style, it's a really great classic look. I can get away with using it year round. There's nothing wrong with a floral touch here or there. Timeless wallpaper choices include florals. I can have a floral candelabra and it's not a big deal. So I like to have this that way. As I referenced in that last video too, I try to make it where one side is more simplistic and then the other shelf has a little bit more going on, just so it doesn't feel super busy and overwhelming. I want my home to feel welcoming and calming. I don't want to feel stressed out looking at things. And so I try to do it as intentionally as I can. This is not a hard, fast rule of one must be simple and one can't. Find the balance that works for your space, what you love to decorate with. But we're starting off with this today. And yeah. Now I'm going to be adding a couple of coffee table books into the mix. This is a great way of adding height and color to a space. So this Portraits of Home one is actually more of an oversized book. The green tone of it is really nice as well. You can obviously go and thrift shop for books. You can shop sales. That's what I do. Amazon's always running some sort of sale on books, and sometimes it's better than others. And then my friend Kate actually had a really great idea where if you have a dust cover on a book, don't get rid of it. You can thrift a book that's the same size, put the dust cover on that one, and then you have a 2-for-1 in a way, which I thought was such an ingenious idea. And then somebody else had also mentioned in a video recently that their local library sells books as well. So that's also a really great budget-friendly way of incorporating these in your space. You could always do wooden risers if you prefer that look as well to add some depth and texture. But for now, I'm gonna add some books. Now I have this really pretty woven pumpkin. I found this at Home Goods a couple years ago now, and I so wish they brought back more of this style. I'm really not a fan of the newer type of wicker that they're doing. These are my favorite, so I'm crossing my fingers. Maybe they'll bring some more in, but at this point, I'm honestly shopping Christmas. I'm not even shopping fall anymore, but this is really nice because it gives contrast to the darker shelves. At this point, I keep on shopping the things I have found for my husband because we haven't continued working on his office just yet. But I had found this really pretty owl painting antique shopping earlier this year, late last year. I can't honestly remember. But always love adding some woodland creatures into the mix, but I thought this was super cool, and it was a really pretty original painting. It's not like famous or anything, but they did a beautiful job. And on the upper portion here, I'm adding another pumpkin. This was a Grapevine one that I found at Home Goods, but I've also seen it at Home Sense. It is darker versus the contrasting one on the bottom, but I'm doing a darker vase. I'm actually doing two here. So I thought that this would be nice, especially because we have the white candles here. This brightens it up, and this kind of helps ground it a little bit.
And on top of the layered coffee table books, I'm adding this wooden acorn candle that I found at Home Goods.
Down on this lower right portion, these spots down here, the uppers are about 13 inches, so it's a little bit bigger than your standard shelf. Down here, I can't remember off the top of my head, I want to say it's closer to like 18 or something. I purposely made them big because I have some really beautiful statement vases. I knew I wanted to layer in some florals. So I'm doing that two-tone moment with this gorgeous wooden pot that was from Golden Oldies with the McGee & Co. one. And here is that McGee & Co. vase, and I have this styled with some florals that I had recently picked up from Bonnie's small shop. These are the Jolene, I believe she called them. They are so pretty and give a very whimsical, like wild look. I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. And then for a pop of orange, I have this Luminara pumpkin candle that I found at Home Goods a few years ago. I've also seen them at Home Sense and TJ Maxx, as well as the pine cones if you are ever looking for them. And the finishing touch down here is going to be another coffee table book with one of the iron stirrups from Golden Oldies.
Moving to the left side of the built-ins, I'm adding back this piece of driftwood. I love the organic texture of it and how it contrasts the color of the built-ins. And then diagonally, one shelf lower, I'm also adding these brass containers that were from Golden Oldies. I have them as a staple. They just add nice height. They give a different shape into the mix as well and are a beautiful piece to style.
And over here, I'm adding back this stunning vase that's also from Golden Oldies. This is a different one than the one on the other side. It's a little bit wider and has different variation on it. I love it. And I had it styled on the other side with these same stems, and I enjoyed it so much I wanted to keep these together. I think that they are good friends, but I love a statement moment of florals spilling out. And our statement moment down here is one of these woven pumpkins that was older from Target. It is a little bit larger. I have the taller one styled by my entryway in the darker finish. I have both sizes of the darker one and just this size of the lighter one, but I figured the contrast would be really nice with the built-in color. And on this top shelf here, I'm doing another statement floral moment with these maple leaf stems, the same ones I used on my coffee table. And I have this floral embossed vase that is from my friend Kate's Etsy shop, Gray on Elm. She actually was sourcing this past week at Round Top and found a couple more of them, and they sold out so incredibly fast. So I will have her Etsy shop linked below. Follow her shop on Etsy. That way you will know when she's listing, you'll know when she's listing new items and can get your hands on them the fastest.
Now I'm adding that smaller black metal easel from McGee & Co. with the same landscape print that I had previously styled here as well, that was from Pedaling Home, and I found it at Home Goods. For a slight pop of color, I have this green pumpkin candle that I found at Home Sense last year.
This piece I am super excited about. I recently picked it up from Home Goods actually, and McGee & Co. sold one not too long ago that was nearly identical, and it was always out of stock, and I always wanted to wait for a sale to get my hands on it, and then they discontinued it, and I was so bummed out. So I made a trip recently and found this and did not even hesitate. It was $34.99. It was definitely double that at McGee & Co. So I'm so excited I was able to find this. I've seen some other people also spot it, so maybe make a trip out and see if you can, but always love a good poem moment.
And the finishing touch is this Luminara gourd candle that I found at Home Goods a few years ago. And here is a finished look at how I refreshed my built-ins for the fall season.
So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope you enjoyed seeing how I restyled our built-ins for the fall season now that it is officially here. If you missed my fall refresh for my entry and living room spaces, I will have that video linked down below so you can check it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me here today, friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!